Hey, what's going on? I'm back with MainStage, and as you can see here on your screen, I am controlling all of those same sounds. Of course, I only have 8 different sounds loaded up right now because, well, my LPD8 only controls 8 different, has only 8 pads that correspond with 8 faders or your knobs. The knobs, of course, control the volume. You can even see here at the bottom right corner, the volume is moving up and down. Channel 2, channel 3. But anyway, you kind of heard the sounds already, but I'll just show you the benefit of using MainStage. For example, I have full grand up right now. As you can see, there's no sound coming, gradually increasing. All right, and with that, of course, it makes it so much easier to add in certain sounds like the forest. During real-time performance, I mean, this is absolutely amazing. I can add in my background. I mean, look at that. That is amazing. All right, I can add in nice sweeping effect. This first sound I'm going to demonstrate is the full grand, which is on the Motif keyboard. Of course, I don't have the Motif keyboard here in front of me. I'm using SoftSynths. I'm using Contact Player, or you can, if you have EXS Sampler, we have that file for you as well on the website. That's the full grand sound. Some guys really like the Motif sound. Here's the German grand. German grand is in the Korg Kronos. Now, I don't have the Kronos keyboard here, but I have the German grand sound right here at my disposal. And again, we're not really selling sounds. I don't want you to think we're going into the business of selling sounds. We're just basically offering you the ability to be able to experiment and play around with them. And the reason why we ask for donations is because we have to cover the costs to get the files to you. And also, we have a team that has taken hours and hours of time to be able to, sample the sounds so that we can play around with them. And who knows? I mean, ultimately, our goal is you may decide to purchase the Korg Kronos because you like this sound so much. So, here's another cool combination. A lot of guys like to do the full grand with the JV module. There's that MK80 sound. So, So I have the JV module here. I have sounds from so many different sound sources available at the touch of a button. One gentleman asked me what chords did I play in the other MainStage video. Well, here they are. You can see them here on the keys. I mean, just beautiful. I had the MKS20 mixed in, EP2. And this EP2, there are 2 companies that have already sampled the Roland MKS20. There's Precision Sound. They did a great job. And also there's another company, Gospel Musicians, the MK Sensation. He did an absolutely wonderful job as well. Me, particularly, I wanted to have a different kind of bite with the sound, a different kind of type of warmth with it. So I had my team, because I've sold 2 different Roland modules online, but before I did, I had the company that I'm using to sample the module and tweak it a little bit to give it the sound that I wanted. So anyway, there's a Roland module. Here is the Profi or Profi. I'm not really sure what is the actual pronunciation. There's a Hugo bass, which And that vibrato, if you notice, is coming in because of the Aftertouch. And it's coming from this sound here, the Yugo bass. See, soft, push in a little bit, hard, and then Aftertouch. All right, and of course you mix them in and you're good to go. Okay, this is like a little bonus. So I'm doing like a little bonus tip that you can use in MainStage. A lot of times when you're playing with MainStage and you have 8 different sounds up, and let's say you decide to mute them, well, one of the challenges that you'll face when you mute the sounds still continue to play in the background. Although the sounds aren't coming through and you can't hear them, they're still pulling from the different applications, believe it or not. So I have a little tip, thanks to my good friend Junior Lee. He just kind of is amazing, man, when it comes to computers and software. This is a tip that no one has been able to give me, even on the MainStage forums. Nowhere in the world you'll be able to find this tip. Not saying that no one knows how to do it. It's just no one is giving this public information out. So I'm going to reveal the secret, thanks to my good friend. What you do is, instead of asking these sounds to mute, if you look here at the bottom of the screen, for example, the mappings, let's just click on this here. This is my first sound. Let's go to mapping. And I'm going to move really, really quick. Normally, you would say instrument 1, I want it to mute. Okay, and that's the effect that you want to do with that button. You want it to mute on or mute off. Well, watch this. Instead of muting, you want to go down to whatever you're using. Like, for example, I'm using the EXS sound. But whatever sound you're using, just select that sound and then click bypass. And you may have to invert just so that the color looks right. So right now the sound is activated. Now watch this. The sound, if you look over here to the right, EXS is now gray. Watch this. The sound is activated. The sound is now deactivated. That completely kills the sound. So now no longer will you have to worry about, run into that CPU spike. Now you can just bypass that sound. So every time you use your pad, I'm just using the mouse right now, but every time you use that pad and you turn that sound off, it kills that sound completely. You don't have to worry about it still kind of running in the background. So that's called a bypass feature that, again, I've been searching for that for at least 2 years or so. And I say 2 years based on hearing different things about MainStage, because I've only really been using MainStage for about 5 or 6 months. But that was one of the big issues that I had using MainStage, is that CPU spike when I'm not using those sounds. I like to have all of my sounds up instantly, where I can just basically, play them at any time. So what you want to do is you go to each sound. Like, for example, we'll go to this one here. You go to your mappings. And we'll go to, well, normally yours probably would say mute. So what you want to do is you go back, click whatever that sound is, instrument. You want to control instrument 2. The next stage, click EXS, and then we want to bypass. That completely kills that channel, just like you would use in Logic, like you probably saw earlier in the video when I went to Logic and I click record and turn record off. Well, now, thanks to my great friend, within the past 24 hours, he showed me that tip, and I could not keep that from you all. I'm just showing you the Logic, turning it on and off with my mouse. I don't have to use Logic anymore because this is just as good as Logic, really better, because now I have all the pads. So if you're going to be using those EXS instruments, this is a great tool. You can also use Contact. Contact will be available a little later on in September. We're doing a few tweaks and things like that. So that German grand, we have it with Contact, but we don't have it with EXS at the current time. So just stay tuned. All of these sounds we do have. All the other sounds you'll be able to find. Just check out the website. Again, we appreciate your contributions, your donations to help us continue to grow our library. And we're really, really excited about sharing these sounds. In fact, I tell you what, I may even throw in this ultimate experience, this whole set here. Like, what I mean by the set, I'm going to give you this whole template. So that way you don't even have to worry about, figuring out how to mute or how to bypass. I'll just throw it in free of charge when you purchase the bundle. So we'll create like an ultimate experience bundle, and we'll give you this template. We'll just throw it in free of charge. So thanks again, you guys, for the support over the years. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for sticking by me and, giving me the positive comments here. And I promise to respond to all of your messages best as I can. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.